Hi guys, this is Daniel Moody from BBT. Actually, it was really frustrating day for me. I was wrestling the whole day with AMD, and I can confess that AMD won at the end. So I'm going one by one to my trade. The good thing is at the end I was just like kind of break even, just like only over trading and pay lots of commission, which was not that much bad. So the first one that I did in the morning, actually was one of the one that are worth going to it and discuss that trade. And I'm getting into that what happens to that trade that it's really bugs me after that. So when I see that AMD is selling off, and whenever it comes to this level, is at that time was bought back, and it comes here, and not only one time and two times. And I saw this one at the same time. I saw three other indicators that made me go long here. So I'm getting into that. So what was that? The first time it was just like exactly the same level. It was just bouncing back. So this is the first indicator. The second one on the 2 minute chart, which these days I'm using, exactly same thing. It bouncing back at the same level, and 200 moving average was one of the indicators that the support. So I went on the exactly at the 200 moving average. And the third one, which was 100 moving average on 5 minute chart, which is pretty much really good support. I went long exactly on that moving average. And the fourth one was actually 100 I'm sorry, 50 moving average and 15-minute chart, which I actually went long over there. So that's why I went long here. And even though it was not finished at 5 minutes, it was not finished, and it was in minute three, I believe. And I went long. So the reason I went long over there actually, when this candle was finished, exactly after this bearish candle, I went long here, small shares. And actually, I put my stop loss exactly on this area, which is the area that was bouncing back, because I was sure if it just coming back, it goes all the way down. So it was 8 or 9 cents. So the risk reward was just like 1 to 1, because at that time I was planning to exit. And my target was actually that was 200 moving average, which is shown here in the black line. And one mistake that I did, it was here. I was so nervous that maybe it comes back. So instead of 1/4, I took half of it on 200 moving average, and then 1/4 on 20 moving average, and again 1/4 on 100 moving average, which is these two, which was not necessary at all, because the stock was doing higher highs, and on three other charts, basically four other charts, so just like 2 minutes, 5 minutes, and 15 minutes. So there was no reason to just like exiting immaturely here and impatiently here. And when I was just like running out of all the levels, and also it's broke this level, which is this one is the with the blue line is the pre-market level. So I was running out of all the levels. The only level was left was 200 moving average on the daily chart. It was 1851. So I schedule to get that completely on this level, which was just short by a couple cents. That the things that I need to work on myself, because I'm kind of perfectionist. So I just these levels is just like couple cents. It's okay. And the other thing that I need to actually actually pay attention more, because I was looking all the time on the level two, and pay more on chart actually, which is lots of indicators that it shows and basically tell you where to exit. So when I see here, just like this line, if you can see it, it's just like 3 times bouncing back. So it's resistance. So it shows that the trend that I started from here, it's out of field and it's going to change. And this is one indicator. And the other indicator in the 2 minutes, it was exactly same things. And beside this indecision, which is doji, it shows. And here I have a question from you guys. I think that I'm going to do something that nobody did on the recap. I have a question for you guys, and there's no right or wrong answer. I just want to know what would you guys do when you see this rejection first and you see the doji? Would you, because at this time when I was just like, here I brought up my stop loss to VWAP. So I knew that I'm gonna stop loss here, which I originally I did. So would you, the question is, would you stop out here or wait and honor your stop loss here? So that's my question. So hopefully you guys respond to that. So because we're all growing together and we're all learning together. And then when this thing happens and I stopped out from the whole trade, and then I found it out that really bugs me at that time, that it was in simulator, because when I was just switching between these things, it switched to simulator. So I was sweating, I was just had the palpation feeling all this thing was real, but the only thing was not real was just like was in simulator, and I didn't know until that I get out here, and then fear of missing out. It came to me and said, "Okay, you did all these things. I need to be in a trade that, you know, no matter what, which was wrong, and made me to do over trading." And I went to the phase of the day, which was chop fest. So no matter what I was doing, the stock was doing chop fest, so I was in and out of the trade and paying commissions. So I went short here. This is the first one, which was wrong because this is a pre-market level on the blue, so it's bounced back. So the good thing is this first trade, I honor my trade and it was lost, stopped out. Then it goes up to the other level, actually pre-level, and bounce back from here. So I short here, and then because my stop loss, it was above the VWAP, and I knew that it was the stock was at that time, and I was looking specifically on this one. I remember it. I was looking at the 2 minutes, and it was just doing high and high, high and high, and was just like I told myself, there's no need to be in a trade that I know I'm gonna stop out here. So I better just like with a less a dollar amount loss, I get out. So this was 2, and I did one more over trading here, which I'm gonna show it to you. Bear with me, guys, and I told myself, so the third time is charm. So probably this third time will be around the VWAP. I shorted here, so I was hoping that it goes back to 18.10, which was one of the level that we had, but still, as I think Robert Edge, I mentioned it before, it was just like chop fest around here. It was a timing zone that was just like going up and down, and the timing was not good. And I go back to my analogy of the professional surfer. They always wait for the biggest wave for a day, and they don't jump in every wave. They don't tire themselves and waste their energy for that. I should have done that. So I was just like paying commissions and just like getting in and getting out. And then I stopped trading, which one of the good things that I did today. and came back around 1/30th, and I saw the level that I just had it on my chart from daily chart was 1851. Is going to that level. Here also I did two trade, which was okay. It was just like I was just planning it, and because I saw here it just goes up and bounce back, and again it just like kind of double bottom for me. So I told myself, so right now it's going back because it's be almost there. So I shorted here and stopped out here. So it was one trade, and then again I just like bounce back here, and I go one more time short here. It didn't work out. Like I said, it was wrestling day for me, just like me versus AMD. And finally, I did the trade that I was looking because I knew that I'm gonna do this trend here. The finally here when this arrow, which is in the new dust that we have it shows that the 9 moving average is crossing 20 and is going down. I short the stock here and put my stop loss above that moving averages, and I get like 16 cents from AMD, which is good. I know AMD, so like Andrew said, you cannot get the 50 cents or $1 from AMD. So, and the good thing is, still I learned from my mistake from my previous recap when the stock bounced back from this pre-market level to 20 moving average. I didn't exit. I knew that is a pullback as long as the 9 moving average is under 20. So I give it a little bit room here to just go back, and I get half of my trade here, which was 1826 or something. Oh, sorry, I have a really fun time with my pen here. So, and the second one, when I saw that whenever it comes to this level, that's other good sign that when you see is kind of resistance, I knew that the trend that I was in is done, and it's the stock is making a new trade, so I get out completely here. Anyway, guys, hopefully you guys all have a really wonderful year. Happy 2019. And I'm waiting for your response for my question to see what would you do on that trade that I asked the question. Happy holidays and happy new year. Bye.